Alrighty YouTube, what is up? It is your boy OnlineHd here with another video, and today I'm bringing you a video on how to make CCs in Photoshop. So it's pretty simple. So how you can turn this pretty Cinema 4D render into something like this. Like this is like the same CC that I made on my banner, like for my personal channel. So guys, definitely do subscribe to my personal channel OnlineHd. And yeah, so this is what the final product turned out like. Jesus Christ, I've got so much banners. These are some of my older works, but yeah, this right here, if it wants to load, like, yeah, this here, this is basically the same thing, except I just re-rendered this and put a different texture on it because I felt like it. And I also added a little bit more lighting effects of like the brush tool. So if yours doesn't turn out as, if it turns out dark, just add some brushes. So today I'm going to be showing how to make this. So hopefully you guys do enjoy this tutorial. If you do, definitely smash that like button. So obviously the first step to a CC is making a group and calling it CC. Like this is gonna be just, I'm just gonna minimize that there. Then the first thing in that group is gonna be obviously your curves. I like to make a nice little S shape, like a tiny S shape, like so. Yeah, this is what I did in here. And then vibrance, gradient again. You're like, what the hell? Hue and saturation and exposure. I'm forgetting a lot of stuff this thing, but yeah, so what you want to do now is obviously add the vibrance. So this is like, it brings out like the really pale side of things, and this brings out the really light side. I like to set this about to 18 and 19, what am I thinking? Well, I just set it there, well, 18, and this like brings out the color, like that brings out the color a lot. Yeah, so I'm just going to bring out the color until about 13, and I'm going to create a new layer, and I'm going to add a gradient map. Where is it? So you're like, what color do I want to make this banner? So this is like basically deciding what color you want to make this banner like. It can look really terrible, but I'm just going to keep this black and white preset, as I recommend you guys should do, and just click the black layer and change it to what color you want. Like, it can be a really hot red or hot pink, whatever you guys do like. I'm not gonna go for a pink. I'm gonna go for a blue. Because blue's obviously a really good color with this type of banner. So I'm just gonna set this to hue, and like, it's just like turns all of a sudden into like a pretty cool banner. So next we're gonna add another gradient map, and this one's gonna be black and white, and just set this down a little bit. So I'm gonna set this about 54 and overlay, and this is gonna darken up the banner, and this is gonna be pretty cool now. And yeah, I reckon that looks pretty sick. So next is obviously hue and saturation. So just add a hue and saturation, and this can change the color of your banner. And you're like, well, like if you're not happy with your color, you can just add a little bit more blue. But I do not like to play with the hue. You guys can change the hue if you want. I like to play with the saturation and lightness. I'm going to put the saturation up about to 11 and the lightness a little bit down because I do like dark banners. Next is going to be brightness and contrast, I'm pretty sure, yeah. And this basically can tell you if you want to have like a dark or light banner. So I'm going to go pretty dark, and contrast, what am I saying? Is like, again, like making your text darker, like not text, like everything dark. So I'm pretty happy with this CC here, and as you can see there is a big difference. You can also add like exposure. Exposure is optional for me because I don't really need exposure. Like this can make your banner a little bit lighter. I might add a little bit, yeah, I might add a little bit lighter. So yeah, just create an exposure, I guess. And I'm just gonna make this pretty dark. Right, this is really strong offset, so make sure you send it to like, I'm gonna set it to minus like, yeah, that seems pretty good. Plus 56. Gamma correction obviously is pretty helpful. I'm just going to set it about to 1. And now this CC is looking pretty good, and there's not much difference between them. Like, I make it different each time. I don't have like a preset. This is more of a dark one, this is more of a lighter one here. And guys, these will be down in the description if you do want them. And you can also try with this thing, because you guys can use this render like to see how your CCs look before you like make your render and like decide which CC you want to put on there. So it's pretty simple. And yeah guys, this has been your boy OnlineHd here, and peace. And definitely subscribe to my channel, subscribe to Diverse Studios, follow us on Twitter. I think we're getting a Twitter page up soon, and hopefully a Facebook page. And yeah, this has been your boy OnlineHd on the Diverse Studios channel, and peace.